Have they been eliminated? Who's Kelsey's dad? Yeah. And then who's the other one? The other white-haired one. I can't think of his name. Yeah. I think the Navy guys had her heart for, like, since they met. But yeah, not all of them. We got a few different men in the race. They're not all white-haired. I'm talking about the ones that, like, sound like they have a connection with her. I just can't remember his name. It ain't Guy. Guy's the ER doctor, I think, right? He's the last one she chose. I don't think, whatever these are, I don't think that guy will be it. I figured a Chicago guy was going to be leaving this week. I thought Charles would leave. The little, not Chinese, but whatever he may be, the little sweet one. He's so sweet. Who only was with his wife ever, and his wife was only ever with him. Charles. Dang, got some fast people. Mark. There's like 2 or 3 that you can really see has a lingering impression on her, and it makes me wonder if it'll be the Navy guy, the other guy we were talking about, or Frenchman. Who y'all taking votes on? Who y'all think it'll be? We need to have a daggone bachelor viewing night. Every time it comes on, just turn it on. Y'all watch it with me. Who's not ready, baby? Yeah. I just don't see, honestly, I don't see him and her being a thing, They might be. They might surprise me. I kind of am iffy about him and the Frenchman. The Frenchman, I just feel like he's a little bit too extravagant for her. Maybe. The Asian guy, yeah, he, but neither is she really. But I feel like the one that lost his wife to cancer, or his fiance to cancer back in 2019, the Navy man, and there's one more besides the Frenchman. I think that they'll do good. Anywho, hey. Know anybody in Florida? If so, keep your prayers for everybody down there. Thank you. Are you talking about what I made or this? I mean, you can leave them on there. I don't care, truthfully. I mean, they didn't say anything bad, but if they do, we can block them. Let's see who they are. Weird. Super weird. We'll see. Probably is. But we'll see. Well, we'll see. I ain't a boss. I'm just here. Just here. How are y'all today? Anybody in Florida that you know that's staying behind? I don't check my PMs. Sorry, I probably stood start, but it's just too much. Just like if you're part of the hate group and you have actively texted me to try to get information to become my friend and try to convince me to tell you things, and you go over to the hater pages and you go on there and out it all and then come to my... Don't text me. I don't want to hear it, okay? The person that convinced me to talk to you know who again is the person who's leaking all my messages, and I didn't trust them. I knew it was a hater. That's why I tested them, and I found out they were. So don't text me. Don't text me. Don't text me saying they're lying, it ain't me, I didn't do that, blah 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 blah. Yes, you did. I'm not. Do I look? I may look ignorant, but I'm not stupid. Okay. Okay. Oh, honey. Please let us know how they are. My mom was born in Tampa. I hope and pray that everything is at least livable afterwards, you know. I hope they can get some aid sooner, not week after it happens and then, you know, get denied. So, right, we're toughening up. Good, I'm glad she's safe. Right, all the interstates are backed up. How are you supposed to get out? Which seems a little bit more planned to me, too. Like, y'all evacuate or you're going to die, or, you know, you're not going to survive. And then they get on the interstate and run out of gas. It's like, I could have been sitting at home boarding up my walls and and getting a generator and gas and, but I pray everybody makes it out safely. I do have people, I have a family that I know in my area between Tennessee and Mississippi where I'm at that has a Airbnb. And they said if anybody, exactly, they said if anybody comes this way and they're displaced, to let them know they have a Airbnb, they would gladly let people stay at. So if you know anybody coming up this way that can't find a hotel or can't afford one, let me know. Or go on my Facebook page. It's shared on my Facebook page. So, oh. I disagree. There is excuses, lovely, but you don't live there, so therefore you wouldn't understand them. So I beg to differ. But you go on ahead with your judgmental attitude. That's really what the world needs right now. Exactly. Oh, per Dirty AL girl, there's no excuse. None whatsoever. Not family that is sick. Not accessible vehicles. Not money. Lord, no, money couldn't be a hard thing to have this day and age. 60-70% of Americans isn't living paycheck to paycheck, so I guess that is an excuse. New babies without formula or areas to go in to get formula because WIC's not always available in areas. Once again, finances. Sick family who can't leave. Gasoline. Oh wait, I guess you're right. There is no excuses. You know it all, lovely. All I'm going to say is you need to change your attitude, and you need to change it of, if these people can't get out, I'm praying for them, because that means they must be in dire need to where they can't. Not, there's no excuse. That is completely what's wrong with this world. I just feel like instead of passing judgment like you're doing, all you have to do is open your mindset a little bit and think. Not everyone's situation is mine. Not every situation is like mine. Not every situation can be handled the way I would handle it. When you start looking at life like that, it'll be a much better place. I get told all the time, you're not doing enough. You don't love your children. So me laying in the bed, not doing anything, working at my crafts or working at cleaning a house or getting out of the room. So me laying in the room, depressed, that would be better for my children. Or when I was working at the hotel, I was only paying for the hotel and had time for nothing else. Was that best for my children? Like, until you're in someone's predicament, in their exact predicament, the same shoes, the same life, the same experiences, the same situations, you cannot say you understand. So, stop judging. Just because you've been there and you did it a certain way doesn't mean everybody can. But I have nothing against you. I just think that ugly character comes out in shows. And that was an ugly comment. It was. Because if everybody could afford to leave, even with a notice, do you think that all the people in the mountains would be washing up? Do you think if people had choices, they would stay and take the risk of unaliving their babies, their families? Do you think really people would do that if they had a choice? A true choice. Being informed is not a choice. My niece couldn't leave. They moved to higher grounds. Agree. Just like I tell Kevin, compliment without expectation. Do you know what? I find him a hella more attractive. Like, want to lick him up, even if I'm having a horrible day and me and him aren't getting along the best. If I see him compliment a woman or a man, but a woman, like, I know he's not flirting, but to say, you look beautiful today, or you smell nice, or your smile is beautiful. Do you know how much that can make someone else feel for the whole entire day? They may be in an abusive relationship. They may be homeless. They may be, you never know what they're going through. And that compliment without expectation can lift their spirits enough to change their whole day. The other day, he complimented one of the workers. I work with him, so I know he's not flirting, but he got out of the car and he said, you look beautiful. And I was like, thank you. Was that hard? No. He's like, do I always, men in general think you need to flirt to get something? Yes. No, you're not flirting. You're complimenting. You're not flirting. Take it like that. So view people differently. I'm telling my grown 50-year-old man who was a whore at one time to compliment women that he has no expectations from. Why? Because it brightened someone else's day. Where you could have said, they've had time to prepare, but I know some can't. I'm going to pray for them. Not, there's no excuse. They've had plenty of time. Baby, if you gave me 1 week to up and leave with all my stuff and my kids and have money left over for food and hotels and the bills that are still going to be left there when I leave, I wouldn't be able to make it. Without kids right now. Can you imagine 3, 4, 5 kids on one income, plus a sick family member, plus one car? So all I'm saying is be the example you want to be, because your kindness and your words could be very impressionable on someone else. Just like they were to me in the comments. And I don't even know you to judge you on who you are. I don't judge people, but you're in a stranger's lives that never has met you, and your first comment about it is they have no excuse. If they die, they die. Girl, I don't want to hear about her, okay? Listen, if you're coming here talking about J, CC, KS, TF, I don't want to hear it, okay? Thank you, but I don't want to hear it. Unless they're doing something that needs to be brought up to court, which, thank you guys, the ones who do send me screenshots and video recordings. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly. But do I want to hear about it? No. Because ultimately, their lives focus around me, not the other way around. So I will not be commenting about them anymore. I will not be responding to them anymore. They have no control in my life, okay? And when I leave it at that, it's much better. So what they want is to control me. They want me to react. They want me to respond. They want me to chitter chatter. About them, there is nothing relevant for me to say about them. They are irrelevant in my life, and they've caused me a lot of problems that I may act like I'm not worrying and thinking about, but I'm just collecting evidence, baby. That's it. And when the time comes, it'll happen in the shadows when nobody knows. So, that's all I got to say about that. And if you want to keep texting me through text message threatening me because I say the truth and you lie about me, then continue, because it just makes it more obvious that you're sitting here watching me every day, not the other way around. But what are you guys having tonight? Anything interesting for supper? Ooh, homemade chicken and dumplings. Veggie soup. I ain't never had curry. Curry's a seasoning, right? Lasagna sounds good. That's everybody's favorite. Usually their favorite that I make. Kevin's is the wontons. But everybody else likes my lasagna and chili. Ooh, I miss goulash. Hey, Wendy. Ooh, man, it just sounds nice one day. Like, let's do a raise of hands. Saying like, we're going to get her in trouble for cooking in the room, baby. I live here. I've been here since March. Does anybody remember the night that I was cooking and they came to the door and knocked on it? Because I was cooking and too HIGH to stand up and focus, but yet I was standing up and focusing just fine. Yeah, we do. It's not illegal to cook in a room that you pay for, to live in for the month. That's why there's monthly rates. It's not illegal to put the bed against the wall when the fire alarm is still accessible. Okay? The fire department don't come out unless the fire alarm goes off. Do you want to know how I know? Because I worked here. And there was a gentleman who made a bag of popcorn in his empty room that set the fire alarm off. Do you know that it wasn't ringing in their room? It was ringing in the front. All the lights were flashing and the alarm, you could hear it at the daggum highway. So, boo-boo, if there's a reason or a fire issue, they will know about it and they'll call. Or really, they don't call. It's an automatic. You can't even turn it off until the fire department comes and does it. So, I'm allowed to cook in my room because that's what you do when you stay in a hotel. And I'm allowed to have my room this way because I went and asked them. And they know who you are. They've known the whole time. So, anything else you want to stick your nose in that's none of your business? Make one of these. This is what I'm making right quick. I already made one earlier. I hadn't made one in a while, but all I'm going to say is gossiping is fun until it comes to your front door. Just like it did with me. I mean, you're putting yourself out there with children in the home. Same thing you said I did while you sit on live all day. You don't think in due time certain people are going to start hating on you and doing the same thing you did to me? I'm sorry, but haven't we learned that what goes around comes around on this app? I mean, isn't some of the biggest creators that's been gifted tons of money, aren't the, you find out. You find out who people really are. Same thing about you. Every day you're on here showing your face. Every day you're on here showing your name. Every day you're on here telling things is the more things that they have to use against you. If you don't want me on this app, you shouldn't be on this app either. But yeah. Oops. But anywho, because it's people who have been, I'm not going to say jealous because there's nothing to be jealous of. I feel like it's envy. It's envy in a lot of ways that make no damn sense, truthfully. Maybe envy because I stay positive. Maybe envy because I don't look like all them. They all look the same. If you can't tell that every single hater of mine looks like sisters, I don't know. It makes no sense, if I'm being honest. Why did it just push that off of there? I'm gonna say one more thing though, okay? If you go into my haters' lives and you comment in the comments constantly, or you go in their box, but yet you didn't come and talk to me first about how you feel about me, then I'm going to block you and you will no longer have any type of communication with me, okay? Just like yesterday, I blocked 2 people. And I commented and said, why would you go in a box? Well, I didn't say anything I wouldn't say to you. Problem is, you didn't. You didn't say what you thought about me to me. You went in someone else's box who is actively hating on me to talk about me. So therefore, I have nothing to say to you and you are blocked. Don't pretend to be my friend anymore. So, you know. No, I'm making it very clear. Very clear. Oh, there's playlist. I wonder why I couldn't find them. Jeeps. Thank you for putting all these in playlists for me. Yes. Yes, I've been praying about it. There we go. Or you can send it to helpsaveourchildren2024@gmail. Help save our children 2024. This one's not real. This one is. This one ain't. Natty got it off the line for me. But I think Kevin swept up my real band. This was 800 and this one was 850. This one. And it had a cluster, it had a band that matched it like this. Well, I had all of these up in the cabinet, and the kids had got in the cabinet because my hands were swelling then. I couldn't get them off. And I put them in the cabinet, and somehow this band got dropped on the floor, I think, and he swept it up. So I got the fake band and the fake ring, but the real ring, I don't even have the band to. But yeah, this is a real, it's not real, but something crystals, and it's real gold. You know, thank you. You know, this is the one that I supposedly stole from my grandmother, yet I went to Walmart and bought it and posted it online. Like, literally posted it for y'all as soon as I bought it. Went to Walmart and literally showed you guys me picking it out and buying it, and that I felt guilty for buying it for my Christmas present after 8 years of being together. But yet, per someone else, it's grandma's ring, even though neither one of these are my grandma's ring. That's how much they lie. And my grandma just is okay with it. That's why we don't talk. She is okay with it. They supposedly show naked photos of me. She laughs about it in the comments. That's the reason I know she's not who she used to be. And we will never be close again until she cuts certain people off. Like I said, let my children's people, significant others, be showing my grandbaby's supposed private parts. There'll be hell to pay. I mean, what person who's been around you since over halfway of your life, since you were a preteen, would want to show supposed nudes of you on live? Who? That tells me there should be no children in that home. If you'll take a 10 and a half, 11-year-old little Ashley, try to act like her mama to her, try to bombard your way in and rule my life at 10 and 11 when I didn't even know you, lost my grandpa and my mom, dad wasn't around, and then 17, 18, 19 years later, be on live every day talking about me and showing explicit photos that may or may not be me, yeah, that's called, that, no comment. What aunt even claims to be aunt would be like, yeah, send them to me, let me see, I want to see them. Tell me, what aunt, what family would do that? They'd be like, crap, no, I don't want to see those, you better delete them. You better delete them and throw them away because that's, you know, that's just say all there is to be known. But they have issues, true issues. Heck, I know some people on here that would be highly mad. Hey, baby, would be highly mad if they saw them of me, if they received them, and they're not even nothing to me. Hey, my lovely. All I'm going to say is that's not anything anybody who loves or cares about somebody who was around them as a minor would do. Unless they don't have sexual problems. Or fantasies that should never be a fantasy. Girl, you're going a little too fast. I don't really like that. No, baby, you're fine. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm bad about checking my messages, if I'm being honest. Last night, y'all were blowing me up. I just came like, who's that? Them. Talking about what's been said. Do I want to hear it? No. But I just... just keep scrolling. Aww. Girl. This is my opinion. That's why I don't get them. The 1 year that I got the flu shot, I got the flu. Yeah, I gotta find... See, the problem is, used to, I could go to Hobby Lobby, and I could find, like, Santa Claus theme, and, you know, turkey theme, and all that kind of stuff. They don't do that anymore. They just do, like, plain ones. Girl, let me tell you something. The worst headache I ever had, It was during COVID. I actually had a rushed, more like emergency C-section with Neelan because my blood pressure was so high. I had the worst headache I've ever had when I was giving birth to Neelan. That's why I had to have the C-section, because it wouldn't go away. Whenever my face swelled out like a daggum giraffe, I know you're not on Facebook, so you probably don't know, but back in 2021 when I was pregnant with Trustin, my face swelled out like a giraffe. I was sent to Vanderbilt. Well, I went to Vanderbilt because Savannah put me in the daggum hallway all night and told me to go to a specialist. I called the specialist. They were like, you got a referral? Well, no. Well, honey, the only thing you can do is go to the ER. So he drove me up there. They kept me. Well, he told me, refuse the COVID test. Being an idiot, because I thought I wouldn't be seen without it, which I probably wouldn't have, I let them stick that up my nose. Let me tell you something. It was 100 times worse than the toothache was. I was literally on Vanderbilt floor where everybody was walking around crying because my headache was so bad. I will never get the test again. I will never get the shot. I will never get the flu shot. I will not. Not happening. I'll build my immunity myself. So, oh, I'm sorry. I love Vandy. They were awesome. They really were awesome. I think it was just hitting up here and this side hurting already. I don't know. But it was the worst headache I ever. I told Kevin, they're going to have to do something. Like, I walked in okay, and they're like, why are you crying? I was like, I don't know what has happened, but my head is, whew. I texted Kevin crying. He's like, why are you crying? I was like, because they did the COVID test at my nose, and now my head is, no, thank you. No, thank you. But yes, there is some people who have passed away from the flu. Somebody wrote that in the comments. It's very odd to me to hear that, Yes, the headache girl. That's when I said no. Not that time. I got the test up my nose and my face was swelled out. I got pictures I can show you. But they did that test, took me back for a CAT scan. And while I was before the CAT scan, I started kind of getting hurting. And then she's like, oh, we're good. Tell me about the CAT scan. I was like, oh my God. Like, this is worse than my toothache. Like, I was the type where my toothache, she was going to pull my tooth with hemostat clamps because they didn't have an actual kit to do it. And she wasn't supposed to do it in the hospital. She was supposed to do it in the office, but she told me that they said I was the best patient they had in a long time, that I was very easy and didn't need nothing. So she said she's going to do it for free. I said, I'll pay you $100. Please remove this tooth. And she did. And she was like, I'm going to give you some Dilaudid. I said, I don't need it. She said, yeah, you do. I said, She said, please take it. I was like, okay. So in my videos, you can see where she punctured right here. And I'm glad she did, because I was holding on to the railing. It was just me and her. And she got those hemostat clamps, and you can hear her like trying to pull it. And she'd stop and be like, are you okay? These aren't what I'm supposed to be using, but as long as you're okay, are you okay? And I said, yeah. And she stopped, and I was like, she's like, I'm just giving you time. Are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. So she pulled it, and I'm not kidding. It was better than labor. Like when that baby comes out and you hear, well, my water always broke when I had babies. So it was always, that relief of when your water breaks and your baby comes out and you're just like, oh, I can breathe after 9-10 months. It was like that. I just started bawling. She was like, are you okay? They said you haven't cried at all. Why are you crying? I said, that was better than sex. I said, oh my gosh, thank you for that. Thank you for relieving my pressure in my mouth. My goodness. So, yeah, the headache was way worse. Way worse. Way worse. I can't remember what they gave me to get the headache to go away, because I wasn't yet in a room. I was still waiting for a room. But I'm sorry for anybody who's lost anybody to the flu. Where did that thing go? Let me text. Let me text Mary. Oh, no, 5:30. He should be calling in a minute. Maybe. Cat, I'm gonna change your music on your videos now, sis. And they all look the same, so it's like, which one am I supposed to pick? Sister, come on now. I need to download. Ooh, I know what I can do. I need to download me some. Hippopotamus, hippopotame, God made all us. Hippopotamus, hippopotame, God made all us. Hippopotamus, hippopotame, God made all us. Girl, repeat that 15 times. Hippopotamus, hippopotame, God made all us. Church of Christ, every single Bible study, Bible school, every single summer we sang that. I can't remember the rest of it though, but, How long ago was that, Melissa, if you don't mind saying? You don't have to say if you don't feel like it, but how long ago was that? And how old was he? If you don't mind asking. It's on my website. You don't have to tell us, but well, here's one it's in my bio. Here's just one I just made. Oh, the Spanish are out. Hippopotamus. It's Hippopotamus, God made all us. Look, I found spiders the other day. Oh, now, okay, let me just state this, okay? I think that people who are of age, now, I'm going to backtrack on this. I do not like, you know what I mean? But I feel like people that are of age or at a certain point who have lower immune systems maybe should receive those to help build their immune system. I don't feel like our young, really need it as much as they're led on to believe. Let me re-say that. So I'm sorry that if he had received it, if that still happened, or if he didn't receive it, if that still happened. We greatly apologize for your loss. 60 is still way too young. Thank you, baby doll. I got your stuff, by the way. It's still in the car. And I've got to do something else. Huh? God's given. What are we talking about? I don't even know who Pam is. Like, how am I supposed to know who to unblock when I don't even know who these people are? I don't know who these people are. I don't got no block over here. I don't see nobody. There ain't been nobody blocked today. Am I crazy? Or just lose my mind? Right. Y'all have actually been pretty cool today. Pretty chill. Never had them before. I don't have a boyfriend. Hey, Emily. Yeah. Supposed to be. Oh my God. I'm just ignore them, guys. They're just ridiculous. They had nothing better with their time. It tastes a little different. Oh, 0 followers and 0. Y'all are, you know what? I bet you're bigger sitting behind a screen. Now they're coming after you on my live. Does that make any sense? Because they are in real life. They really are in real life. Mean. Can't get their own attention, so they gotta get attention off everybody else. No. And they they sitting at home just jelly because they ain't making money with their hands. What flavor do you think? I mean, it's the only kind I got. It don't bother me anymore, but it upsets me that everybody that comments on my page gets, bull crap. You are a liar. Complete liar. Oh, congrats. No, it's her, because... Thanks. Well. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. But see, we're muting at the same time, so I'm having to go back and unmute and mute so I can get all of them off the screen. Honey, if you made money with your brain, you wouldn't be on TikTok wasting your time. Diploma. Ain't nobody making fake accounts with a daggum diploma. Ain't nobody making fake accounts having to hide behind a fake account. Come on. Okay. Thank you. I'll try it. Maybe one of y'all can message me, because I need to embroider it, because she's due any day. Any day. And I get to the second letter of her name, and it just breaks. What needle should I be using? And what tension should I be using? That ain't good. Just dropped it in the floor. But what size? I'm worried I've mixed all my embroidery needles up by accident. Who's your other account? You were blocked probably because of no profile picture, but what was your name? If you're somebody that I blocked yesterday, then there's a reason behind that. you're brought wrongfully, then I'm sorry. What is Christine? It's a movie. Never heard of that before. How you watch the trailer? I've never seen it. That's why I asked y'all about it, because I'd never seen it. I've never heard of it. Never heard it. Never heard it. I'm doing good. Does anybody remember me working at the hotel and having multiple black shirts? Does anybody remember that I have more than one black shirt? Since know-it-alls think that they can throw punches at somebody wearing a black shirt when you can have multiple black shirts. It's hilarious to me. Like, absolutely hilarious. A TV. I'm trying to find something to watch or listen to. What? Nurse convicted of patients with bleach. What? Who does that? Who does it? What? My word. Crazy to me. Why? Why would you do that? My daughter makes them. That's crazy. Are you a hater? because that's the second time you've made a comment about my boyfriend, knowing that I've been engaged for 8.5 years. And this is the second time that you've made, so is Kevin at work? Are you a hater? Because you sure seem like it. Like, for real. You for real seem like it. Ain't nobody in here that asks that many damn questions unless there's somebody who's hating. Just being honest. That's what it seems like. Because this is my life, not anybody else's. So, you know, if it's about everybody else, why be in here? That's my opinion. Like, legit. But anywho, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? When somebody sends you a request now to go live, why is it like their audio cuts in as it like goes away? It's like like you can hear a sound. Strange. I've never had the sound come onto the screen for like 2 seconds and then go off. Girl, because he works late. As always. Well, actually, today he's at the store. Yeah, he's at the store. Or postman at the store. I'm sure he is. He was going by to get some chicken strips, 2 drinks, and a dustpan. Because somehow, I don't know where our dustpan went. It just, poof, just disappeared, just vanished. Dang, I'm glad I had enough. Well, that was close. A wood burner, it seals and cuts the ribbons so that you don't have to cut it and seal it. Pretty much just 2 steps in one. When I go back to cutting and sealing with my ribbon, like this is what I'd have to do. Here's an example. Here's the end I just did, and if you can kind of see how it's cut it and it's sealed it. Now this is the other end. This one's been cut and sealed also. So I have to do this. And then I have to do this. And make sure that it versus that's just one fluid movement and done. Well, I didn't snap at you, baby. I can snap at you, though. That's not called snapping. I didn't curse you. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't do anything. I simply said, are you a hater? Because only haters come in here wanting that much information. The only comment you made is about Kevin. So why would I not think you're that when this is my live? Ashley's live. Not Kevin's, not Cece's, not TF's, not Jay's, mine. And if you had been dealing with things I had dealt with, I think you'd probably be the same way. You'd probably be the same way to be, are they being legit or are they being a hater? But because you haven't gone through this, you think it's called being rude and snappy when it's not. You know? So, sorry if you took it as that way. That is not the case. And this is practically useless. It's too small to do anything with it, so. But anywho. It's okay, I blocked her. Anybody who wants to be in here saying so much stuff and asking so many personal questions that really reality has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now, and don't follow me, I would say they're probably not all my stuff. There's a website. The website. I don't have a place to like show it all, but it's all on the website. I could probably show it here, but it's just too much work because of this right here, because of the hate for no reason. These little things are weird. I don't know why they want you to do the puzzle thing for. It's the black link in the bio. When you leave the page, it warns you that you're leaving because you're leaving TikTok. It does that no matter where you go. So if you go to Facebook, it'll do it. If you go to Google, it'll do it. It's just, it warns everybody, not just you, every single person. If you go to anything outside of TikTok, and it's going to warn you that way. If you get, well, here's my thing. I don't think you're a genuine person when you don't follow me and you're asking questions, personal questions. And then when I say something without cursing you or getting loud or yelling or anything, I am rude and snappy. Well, baby, if you feel I'm snappy, then I don't want you here. Because after the first question about Kevin that I didn't answer, you'd think she wouldn't answer it again. Wouldn't ask it again. So, that's a right that I have. These aren't really. They have circles on them, so I guess they could be. That's what I'm gonna not market them, but that's what I'm gonna put them as. Is Halloween colors, But I don't. This one could be worn for many outfits. It's black, orange, and white, so So anywho, working on making some. I just don't like how they look. Not at all. When I get my ink and stuff in, I will do like actual ribbon, but right now it's just what I got. Nowhere that I go shop at actually has like themes anymore. Hobby Lobby used to have like Santa bow theme, like they'd have all the things I told y'all earlier. Turkeys and pumpkins and all that, and they don't have it anymore. They barely have any like themed ribbon, and most of it's just solid colors. So I'll have to, next year I'll try to order online more. So I didn't even see that. Thank you for blocking and muting. Or, muting whichever you might have done. I don't even know where it's at. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I got some. See, they're all 5/8 inch ribbon, and I don't like using 5/8 inch ribbon. I use a lot of 7/8 and half, but I've got a lot of the 5/8 ribbon. So, yeah. It's hard to find the 7/8 and the 1.5 inch that I use a lot of. Most of my bows are 1.5 inch, 7/8 to 2 inches. But I'll look if they got anything. I don't have a Michaels. I think the closest city besides Corinth, I think they have a Joann's. They don't have a Michaels. I might have to look. I don't know. I don't know if they have a Michaels or not. They have a Joann's. I want to go to Joann's last time because I hadn't been to Joann's since 2021 when I was pregnant with Trustin. Yeah, they'll have to be little bitty bows, like 2.5 inches. That's how big these bows are. That get make with a that you make with a 5/8. So just tiny. The store. Okay, have a wonderful night. Hope to see you back. Maybe. I unblocked her, by the way. The one from a minute ago. Takes an hour for you to... No, really? They're not doing tutorials on YouTube. What do y'all think? I've got that neck thing I've been doing my food videos with. It'd be like right here, you know. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Poke myself for the first time. No blood. Yay. No, I unblocked her, yeah. Because I'm the one who blocked her. I thought you were going to the store. Yeah. I kept wondering why that picture kept popping up on all the fake accounts. Glad you told me now. I was like, who are they even trying to be? Like, why do they keep using the same picture? Like, I don't even know who that is. That's really what I was thinking. I'm sorry that they're doing that. Huh? Okay. What does that got to do anything?